Are cold. I'll suck it up. Yeah, it is cold. Did you get the notification?
It was in my pocket.
Oh.
I put my mittens on. I wasn't gonna do anything.
You aren't gonna do it? That's okay. If you don't want to.
My glasses are foggy.
Your glasses are fogging up.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Wow, snow, they say. Yes.
Lots of it.
We're in this. I don't think this looks like Florida anymore.
The snow came the night before we flew here.
Yeah. It is so freaking cold here. Hold on. Let's do this right. What's going on, everybody? Tony here, Lisa here, and we're in Pennsylvania for a couple days. Actually, we fly back home tomorrow, so I figured today would be a good day. It's not as windy. I mean, it's still cold as hell, like 32 degrees. So I figured we walk around a little bit of our old hometown, the old sticks, right? We call this the sticks back in the day. We're gonna show you a little bit of like where our first apartment was, where we worked.
And I'm literally wearing my mask just to keep warm right now.
Yeah, just to keep warm. Old fires, historic places, and just some other fun things that we used to do in the past time as we're kind of walking our way to the store. So I figured what better place. And I know some people asked some things. I kind of missed it, so I do apologize. I do know one of the questions was where in Pennsylvania? We're in what they call Berks County, which is the borough of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania.
We're in the county next to Amish County.
Yeah, we're pretty much near the Amish, Mennonites, technically.
The Mennonites are in this county.
Yeah, Mennonites are in this county. Amish is about 20 minutes from here.
No,
maybe.
45.
Yeah.
It's not all. Like
Philip, I'm in Boyertown. I know Boyertown. Dude, this spot here, while we're walking, we're gonna take like little pit stops. Back here, this old like beat up building, they never fixed this building for as long as I can remember. And I was in a punk band at the age of 16 years old. We were in a band called Public Disorder. And we did a lot of our photo shots here for our record album when it came out, just like little press release photos. Because like at 16, you gotta look like a tough guy posting up in front of beat up buildings. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. No, they never fixed this sidewalk as far as I can remember either. Look at this crap. And you always have to be careful because all this wetness here could be black ice. Slip and bust my butt. I fell our first day back, just about.
Well, I didn't fall this trip. I just mean I used to fall
Oh, there's something historic I want to show you over here too. It's not here anymore, but I'm going to paint the picture.
Where this parking lot.
Yeah, where this parking lot is. So we'll go stand in this parking lot. See, look, ice. I'm gonna slip and die. Okay, I'm gonna make it. Okay, I made it. I thought I was gonna slip and die. So we're gonna go over to this parking lot because something historic happened here. Christmas morning, I wanna say about like 2003, 2004. I could be totally wrong on that.
I don't remember when it was. I just remember I couldn't take a bath or a shower because all the fire companies were using up all the water.
Now, I'm going to try to paint this picture. Okay, so in this parking lot was a tannery.
Yeah, it used to be a brick building like that one.
Kind of like this one here. Kind of bigger, maybe.
Yeah, it took up this whole lot. It was a factory.
Yeah, it was a big factory here, okay? And they think it was arson, or at least they claimed it as arson. So you can paint this picture. 3 o'clock in the morning, a huge building, about the size of this, maybe a little bit bigger, went up in flames at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it filled the night sky. The fire was so bright. I woke up thinking, oh, okay, it's like Christmas morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. No, it was 2 or 3 because the sky was so lit up. And I lived all the way over there at the time, across town,
Like,
and I
my
could,
parents lived
like, yeah, Lisa
over
lived
there.
this way.
But my grandparents' house was on that side.
Yeah,
And they weren't allowing any cars through, but my mom told them that if they didn't let her through, they'd have another fire on their hands because she had food cooking in my grandparents' oven.
exactly. So,
She was the only one allowed to go back and forth.
yeah, this was wild times, man. Like I said, this filled up. This sky was just burning bright, and everybody thought it was morning, but it was only 2, 3 o'clock. It was a huge, huge fire. Something, we heard many stories, but I think they proclaimed it as arson.
I thought it was arson.
I heard a security officer falling asleep and a cigarette.
I thought they said it was arson. It's been so long.
It's been a little while. We're gonna walk down the main street here, the main strip.
I used to park my car over here.
Oh, we can do that. Actually, let's go the alleyway where we used to park, and then we'll cut through the alleyway and show them.
Bring my glasses to Depot.
We'll show you guys our very first apartment as a married couple. Oh, so precious. Actually, I really did like that apartment.
I did too. It was a nice apartment.
Yeah, it was small, but it was just our size. I heard it was insurance torch cause. Yeah, I heard that too. I mean, there was a different things floating around with that. But I think they just proclaimed it as, after all, just arson.
I'm not gonna wear my glasses.
You're
So
just-
don't let me.
Can you see?
I mean, I'm not that blind. I just can't.
You gonna run into the telephone pole?
No. I just can't see far away. Like, I can see those buildings, but I can't really see the features of the buildings.
Man, it is. Dude, I'm telling you, it's cold. Look at my hands. They're like red.
Wait, so I probably used to park my car.
Walk the other way up Locust. No, I'm not walking. That was my original crib. That was the original place. This was the alleyway where Lisa and I would park our car.
Was it this? No.
No, the alleyway's right up here.
Here, yeah.
But this was our little parking lot area back in the day where we'd park our cars, which sucked in this time of year.
We park in any of these parking spots, which are now 2-hour parking. All right.
Oh, they made them all 2-hour parking. Well, that's stupid because people who lived in these apartments would park here. I don't know. But we're going to cut down this little path here. When the hell did they put stairs there? I don't know. So this was like kind of the side of our building, of our very first apartment.
No, our building was the next one.
Wasn't it?
That was our apartment up there.
The top one here?
Yeah, because Leanna was in this building.
Yeah, we were this building, but we were the top floor.
The red one.
Yeah. Oh, is it the red?
Yes, because we could get out of the kitchen window and go onto the roof.
That's right. It was the red one here, so we're going to go around it. That's right. That's right. Right.
So remember Leanna said, you might want to be careful because I can see right into your kitchen.
Kind of,
Her
sort of.
apartment.
Kind of, sort of. But this is all kind of new-ish. This wasn't here. It's new-ish. It wasn't here when we were living here.
No, but it was here when we
Hey,
lived in
Chrissy.
New York.
Yeah, it was here when we lived in York, Pennsylvania. But right around this corner here, actually,
The stairs to our door.
right where the stairs are, this was our very first apartment. This was Lisa and I's place of living, and we were the upstairs. So it's a 2-apartment building. We were the
But
top
that
one.
door took us right up.
Yeah, this door took us right up.
Yeah, the stairs were right there. You went up.
Yep.
But I think the door to the first floor is on the side.
I think it is on the side here.
And I think the guy that used to own the butcher, but that caught fire.
Yeah, the butcher caught fire as well. There's a lot of fires in this town.
Yeah.
And as always, you still can't like walk over anything. So we'll walk up this way and walk around. This is a bar here, Homer's. That has always been here. I actually slung some beers there. Yes, I used to be a bartender for quite some time. And that was one of the bars I actually worked at. So it was very convenient there to right here, the house. Good times. Actually, I have a lot of good memories of that place.
Oh, there's Daniel. And I was like, that's where you used to get your haircut.
Yeah, we'll swing by that, show all that stuff as well. See, why would you make a path to walk across the street there, but none over there to kind of like counteract that? This town is stupid.
Aw. No more Dragon 21.
I know, Dragon 21. No more. Used to be Fire and Ice Cafe. And then I was part of the problem of why it closed down. I'm sure there was other problems, but pretty much it was pinned on me and the band I was in.
We'd always go to Clark's to rent movies when I was growing up.
Of course, that was the place to go.
VHS tape.
I'm gonna cross right here and go across this side. Yeah, Clark's, this place here, used to be the town movie rental place, the VHS tapes.
On that side, and then this was your appliance.
But now I think, oh, come on, car, don't hit me yet. I got you on camera. Yeah.
Well, not in this building. I was in the side building.
Lisa was on the side building on that one where she used to work at. But this was the home, like, appliance area where everybody would come down for their stuff. Not that I really was. But I know a couple people that were. But this was like the place where you go to rent the VHS. All the games as well. VHS and, but I don't think they do any of that. It looks so dark in there that it doesn't do anything. That building's nothing anymore, I don't think.
Well, renting movies kind of is an obsolete thing now.
Well, yeah, because of all the red boxes and all that stuff and just streaming services. So doing all that is kind of like no more. Fleetwood Pizza. I have so many memories of that place too.
They make good garlic knots.
They do. I remember the time they got busted for what was in the walls. That was so long ago, though. They cleaned their act and everything up from that. Takeout only. These businesses in Pennsylvania are closed up now, where you can't do anything. It's so weird coming from the state of Florida and then revisiting back in Pennsylvania. It's like a culture shock in a sense.
Nothing's open.
Nothing's open, and if it is, it's just like curbside delivery, and that's about it. Yeah, you can't do nothing. So it's so weird. I feel bad for these businesses here. And that was the governor here in Pennsylvania, his order is Governor Wolf. No, Jody don't work at J. Nolan no more. I think she's somewhere in Kutztown. I think. The butcher shop used to be... Yeah. The Village Butcher was the place to go, man, for all your meat, sandwiches. Lisa used to come here on her lunch breaks sometimes, right? Yeah. They had good food. Like, everybody wanted to go to the butcher shop, man.
There was a bad kitchen fire.
Yeah, it was a huge grease... I think it was a grease kitchen fire. I think. Yeah, it's still boarded up on some certain areas here. And then the Grand Central Tap Room, which is cleaned up, which is a nice little pub area. They're closed as well, takeout only.
Where am I going?
We can go straight if you want. All this slush and water. This sucks. I don't understand how you people can live in these cold towns. Hey, what state are we in? We are in our old state where we used to live, Pennsylvania. What we're looking at is our old town that Lisa and I grew up in. We just got done showing off our very first apartment together. And then just kind of doing some remembrance of our little town, freezing our butts off in 32-degree weather. I mean, look at my hands. Just look at them. They're red. Freezing. Yeah, well, you know, every town needs a funeral home, and here's the town's funeral home, Stump Funeral Home. But you can tell, like, you're kind of in, like, Mennonite area just looking at some of these, like, steel buildings here.
That's the flower feed.
Of course, you need flower feed. But everything, what's cool about this town at the same time is it's all small local businesses supporting,
Yeah.
it's all community based, which in this time, I should say, is what we need. But, you know, with the regulations now in the state of Pennsylvania, it's kind of almost forcing these businesses out. Not to their fault. Sad. I mean, just looking at it, everything almost looks dead.
Well, you're in the middle of winter.
I know it's the middle of winter, but it's like everything just looks terrible. We're stopping off at the local Turkey Hill real quick, and then we'll do a little more walking around. That's on the way back to Lisa's parents' house, and that's when we'll shut this down. So probably about another 20 minutes or so. It's freezing. Just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of where we've been before we moved to Florida. I know, we're cold. Look at the gas price here, $2.59
For regular.
for regular gas. That's crazy. Before we came back to here to visit your family, I think I paid $2.15, maybe $2.13. Lisa, you going in or am I going in? I can? Well, then I'll give you this.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, talk to the people.
How do I flip the camera? Oh, never mind. But I'm gonna have to take my mittens off. Boo.
You might have to, I don't know.
Mine is $1.89. Nice. Oh, there we are. I gotta take my glasses off. I am all fogged up. Also, thanks to Wolf Expensive Gas. Oh. Sorry, guys. Don't mind me. I'm trying to hold on to my glasses while I walk with this. So, how's everyone doing? I keep forgetting that Christmas is only this week because we celebrated yesterday. So I keep thinking Christmas was yesterday. And it's freezing here. Looks miserable cold. I mean, for people who enjoy the cold, this would probably be amazing. I like warmth. So I'm looking forward to getting back to Florida tomorrow. It looks like here in Nova Scotia, Canada. No Turkey Hill slushies. It is too cold right now. However, when I was younger and my parents and I would go on walks, they'd always stop here and treat us to a Turkey Hill slushie. It's just too cold. Way too cold. And Tony's back. I'm gonna hand this back to him.
This cold.
Did you know some Mennonites? I mean, I didn't personally know.
I worked for some of them.
The Mennonite, my mom has coworkers that are part of the Mennonite community.
Yeah. I used to work for the Mennonites back in the day. Lisa, you are my favorite from Grace. It's 7 a.m. here. My daughter is so excited to be watching you. Oh,
Thanks.
look at you, Lisa.
Now that my glasses have defogged for a good 30 seconds.
You want to walk this way?
I want to go Fleetwood.
You want to see Fiore's?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to be eating Fiore's.
No.
It's too cold.
And there's too much food at my parents' house.
Because your mom overcooks. Favorite memories
That's where
of
we
the
got our
area.
flowers for the wedding.
Oh yeah, right here is where we got flowers from the wedding. Favorite memories here. Oh man.
Early dismissal days were spent at Fiore's for lunch.
You know what? I'm gonna go back to some of my favorite memories, and I'm actually gonna pass by that building. So I'll tell you that if you just want to hang tight, because it's something that was fun then, but I feel bad about it now. It's kind of weird. That's a local hangout after school and early dismissal days.
Yeah, early dismissal days, most kids. That was like big bank day for that restaurant because there would just be a line of kids waiting to get in to eat.
Oh yeah. Same with this Fleetwood Pizza and Dragon 21 were the places everybody went to, you know? I always went to Dragon 21 on early dismissal days.
And the thing with Dragon 21 is there was only like 5 tables to eat at.
Yeah.
So anytime I went there on early dismissal, I'd take it for John.
How many people live here? About 1,000?
I have no idea.
Pretty much. This town is so small, like you blink, you missed it.
There's the local fire company.
Like this town is so incredibly small.
I mean, we're not showing the whole town though because it goes down.
Yeah.
Like towards the schools.
I'd say about I'd say you'd be close to about 10, 9,000 I'd probably give it.
I have no idea.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. We're going to go down this way. Yeah, these were the old streets, man. These were like the city streets of Fleetwood. This was like city life.
Oh, I'm freezing.
Wonder if Chucky's doing some work here.
This is truck.
Well, it's his company. No home garages. Some of these do. These here.
These in here don't.
And if they do, it's in the back. Most of the time, that's why you see all the street cars here. It's this area.
Well, they're the detached garages in the alleyway.
Yeah. As you can see, kind of back there, they're all detached. But most people use them just for like storage.
Like sheds.
Yeah, just a shed. There was another big fire up this way. Or one time, that was a house fire. Made me late for work. I remember your brother-in-law, because I used to work for Lisa's brother-in-law. Well, my brother-in-law.
He's my brother-in-law too.
Yeah, our brother-in-law. And I remember he was yelling at me one time, like, "You're late for work." I'm like, "Yo, I was checking out this fire and I took all video." And he was like okay with it. He's easily distracted with chaos.
Oh, he works in Reading.
He works in Reading, so you know. I hate snow. I know some people love it. I do not. Snow just brings cold.
Go for some hot cocoa.
I thought about it when I was at Turkey Hill to grab a hot chocolate or something.
My mom has hot chocolate at the house.
She probably does. Your mom got everything. Right down that way would be where the schools are at, the middle school and the high school where Lisa and I both graduated from, but we're not going to go down that way.
To go down past it.
Oh, man.
The field for the new elementary.
That's a little icy. Don't slip and fall.
I don't want my feet to get wet.
We're getting ready to come to one of my favorite and worst memories at the same time. The what?
The public library.
I never went to the public library.
Community center.
I played a concert in the community center once. We put on a show there back in the day.
I mean, I guess you're not gonna. Isn't it down there? Yeah.
Community center's not there.
Through the...
That's not the community center.
You gotta go down the alleyway.
Community center's down this way.
You're right.
Yeah, I am right. It's down this way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's down there a little bit. It's right across from where the basketball courts were.
Yeah.
Or used to be.
I think they're still there.
Probably. I thought they were tearing them down. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I haven't lived here in 2 years. Tell you what though, I told Lisa when we came back here, probably about my first 24 hours here, I like woke up and I realized, I was like, man, I did make the right decision of moving to Florida.
I'm also realizing how dry the air is here.
Oh, the air is so dry here.
I like was sitting next to a humidifier all morning long, breathing in the steam.
Yeah, it is so dry. My toes are starting to feel numb. Because I didn't pack any long socks. Because I don't really have any. Because I live in Florida. Right here, I think this empty space here, that was where the fire was. I think I'm right on that.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
What a big fire. Well, and these houses are all old here. So
Yeah, they're very old.
Just
So
went up.
So when there's a fire, these houses go. They are so old. This is Orioles, which is a private membership bar club.
Used to be a candy store.
But this is my favorite and worst memory at the same time. Now this does say Orioles, but back in the day, it used to say Straussy's, which was, as Lisa said, a candy shop. Now, this place holds a lot of memories because when I was younger, I'd say about from the ages 15 to 17, before school, because like I said, school is pretty much down this alleyway and just all the way down, there would be about 20 of us, literally. And we would range from all a bunch of like punks to metalheads to rockers to like juvenile delinquents all over the place. And we would hang out here, okay? And this is just the meetup. And right before Straussy would open, and then we'd all walk together kind of in a clan, a packed school. After school, we'd all come back here and hang out again. And we would just sit here. There's pictures I have of me just sitting here and like 15 other people around. And there was an old man, Straussy, the name obviously. He used to get so pissed off with us. He actually would come out and chase us with a broomstick, and we would just yell at him or whatever. You know, I feel so bad about it now. Back we weren't bullies, but I feel so bad now. But we were just young kids and just didn't care, and we would just yell at this guy, whatever, and he called the cops on us many times. It's such a bad story, but it's a memory because it's just something we all did. I feel bad. I love that old man, and he was nice to me because 5 cents for a peach ring. That's right. Yeah, a penny for a Swedish fish. You can't get that anymore. But it's one of my memories. It's like a good memories with friends, but at the same time, it was a bad memory because of that poor guy who later on passed away. But he was always nice to me, though. I mean, it's just one of those, like, it's a memory. Bunch of friends, but the fact how he tormented an old man. Not so cool looking at it now when you're older. You're almost 40 years old. But kids stuff, right? That's what I call it. Let's go straight and then we'll turn. Every road leads to your mom's. This right here, this building, this is a Fleetwood Fire Company, which also the upstairs is now like a dance hall, banquet hall.
Upstairs used to be my dance studio.
Yeah, Lisa used to dance, and this was her old dance studio back in the day. Down below here is the fire company. Yeah, that used to be the post office right here.
And then right there is where I would work, in that building right there.
Yep. Lisa worked in that building right there.
Okay, so
And this is also another place where I was slinging beers. I was serving the guests. Yep, I was a bartender for quite some time. And I was also in a pool league, and we would always play here. This was our home turf, home area, home field advantage. I used to play APA pool, which is pretty much crap rulings. It's like pretty much college poke and hope, and then you got to call the 8 ball. It used to make me so mad. I hated playing that. But I like to shoot pool, so I joined their little pool league of APA. It is freaking cold out here. Don't worry, guys, we fly back home tomorrow. We'll be back in warm weather. Whew. Hey, look at that.
what is it?
I don't know. Someone said these areas could be seen in a movie scene somewhere. Probably.
I mean, the movie Signs was filmed.
Yeah, the movie Signs.
Counties over.
Yeah, if you guys remember the movie Signs with Mel Gibson, that was filmed a couple counties over from here. Good old Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix. And do you remember the old horror movie, The Blob? That was filmed in, one scene, the movie theater scene, was filmed in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, where I used to hang out a lot. But that's heading towards King of Prussia, Philadelphia area. So every Halloween was kind of cool because they would reenact that scene from The Blob of everybody running out of the old movie theater. Go straight one more time. Oh, Lisa's cold. She's over it. Yep, you gotta fight your way through all this snow. Oop, oop. Maybe they just walk in the middle of the street. Old school. I like walking in the middle of the street. I don't know why. I still do it to this day.
It's not like these roads are busy that you have to worry
Yeah, I don't have to worry about it. It's not a busy road. Straight ahead is a cemetery. Now people are like, well, why are you bringing that up, Tony? Every town has a cemetery.
Actually, this town has two.
This town has two cemeteries.
My grandparents are in the other one.
But this cemetery has something special in it. But I can't show it to you because it's buried in the snow.
Well, it might not be. They like cleaned off the tombstones, but I don't want to walk through.
Yeah, we're not going to walk through. It's really cold. But, so I'll tell you the cool thing that's in here. Oh, Ash, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. The cool thing about this cemetery is if there was no snow and it wasn't, or I should say if it wasn't so cold, I'd look for it. Somebody buried their hand.
The tombstone is literally just a hand.
The tombstone is just a hand. It's someone's hand. We don't know if it's a male or female.
He believes that someone just buried their hand. We don't know it. There could be a whole body in there.
No. That's a hand.
There's a puddle. Stop making me walk to it.
Okay, we're not walking in the puddle. But there is a hand in that cemetery. And if it wasn't snowing right now, or snowing cold, I'd walk through it to show you. It always reminds me of that movie. What was it? What was his name? Oh, goodness, I can't think of his name. Ben Stiller, where he was the model. I can't remember the name of it. Zoolander. And it was that guy with his hand that was all like wrapped up and, like special. Oh, it could be it. Yeah, sure. Sure, Lisa. Sorry, I gotta keep switching hands here and I have like one hand in my pockets and the other one freezing as I'm holding onto this gimbal. Somebody said it would be nice if you could take all this snow to Florida. Hell no. We'll leave this snow exactly where it's at. And it's not coming with us. Yeah, pretty much. In a sense. With the hand. But this town is kind of like, I don't know, some people like this town because they say it's like, oh, it's cute and it's quiet, it's away from things. Yeah, it's true. For me, this town is dead, man. I've always referred to this town as a place behind God's back. It's just like, it's nothing, it's nowhere. Nobody's really heard of it too much. It is in the middle of freaking nowhere. But it was like kind of cool at the same time. Where do people work there? The main place where people work here is a place called Decca. And it's pretty much down this road, about a 5-minute drive.
5 miles down the road.
5 miles down the road. It's a battery plant factory. Everybody who's everybody worked there.
Decca supplies the batteries for the lights for the Rockin' New Year's Eve.
Yes.
In New York.
In New York City. So all those lights you would see on New Year's Eve for New York City, watching on your TVs, Decca supplied all those batteries. The what?
Carpenter.
Oh yeah, the Carpenter place.
Or if you're in a medical field, you either work at Reading Hospital.
Yep, Reading or St. Joe's. Oh my God, John. Whoa.
I'm up to join the weather.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this weather, buddy. Good to see you, man.
I couldn't see who that was at first. Oh my God.
I didn't know who it was at first until I was like, oh my God, it's John. I'm surprised he recognized us. That was my buddy John, a biker dude, guy I've known from the Bard times, just all over cool guy. I'm so surprised he knew who we were.
We probably go that way.
Yeah, we can go that way. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's a big puddle right here. And then you walk through this ugly slush snow. I have a niece that works at Decca. See, everybody works at Decca. Actually, you know what? Didn't a lot of people also work at Sunsweet Factory right up here?
This is the factory behind our parents' house.
Yeah. Didn't a lot of people work there?
Oh, they make nasty prune juice.
They make nasty prune juice?
Yeah.
Who drinks prune juice?
Well, apparently I tasted it. It's disgusting.
Like, I would never think to even drink
here's
prune
part
juice.
of Decca.
Yeah, this is part of Decca.
They
This,
have like this random building is part of Decca.
Yeah,
and
they-
it's all Sun
they
Street.
built this, I want to say about 10, 12 years ago, this little addition. No. It was bought and they, I didn't mean built, took over about 10, 12 years ago, I want to say. I don't know what they're doing in there. It's not a corporate building or anything like that, not that I think. So I never knew what they did. And then right here, right where this gate is, this building there, that's Sunsweet, where Lisa claims they have terrible prune juice.
And my dad always had to ask the security guards to go in because when I would play softball and my dad and I would practice in the backyard
Yeah.
and I'd hit the ball over the fence and then it would go down into the Sunsweet area.
What is the closest colleges and or universities? Well, that would be Kutztown College.
No, it's on university.
What did I say?
You say college. It's
Whatever.
not university.
Whatever.
I have it.
Yeah, Lisa got her master's degree.
Bachelor's.
And your bachelor's.
And then I guess go into Reading and you have RAC.
Yeah, RAC's a big one, which is like a
Alvernia
technical school.
And Albright were all in Reading.
Yeah, Albright was a big one. And Alvernia, as you said. But the closest one here
Kutztown. It's about
is
10 minutes
Kutztown,
away.
10 minutes. 10 minutes away. Hi from Buffalo. Hello from currently Pennsylvania. But tomorrow we'll be back home in my warm bed, my own house. That building did used to be yellow. Yellow and white, I think. It got a paint job. How did you afford that? I still don't even know what the hell this building really is.
I thought it was part of Sun Suite.
I don't know. I didn't think it was. Maybe it is part of Sun Suite. I never knew what that building was. Ooh, cold.
You go straight, you go to your parents' house.
Yeah, if I was to go straight, I'd go to where I used to live before Lisa and I got married. Or even knew who we were.
That's true.
It's true.
You knew my mom before.
I did. Funny story for those who may not know. I knew Lisa's mom before I knew Lisa. Because Lisa's mom was the high school nurse. And I was what she called me, a frequent flyer. Because I never wanted to... I was one of her problem students because I never wanted to go to class. I was always skipping class, faking a stomach ache, and then going home or sleeping in the nurse's office. And then she'd wake me up about an hour, 2 hours later and be like, Tony boy, how do you feel now? You feel okay? Oh, I think I'm still sick. I think I'm gonna go home. And then I'd go home. And that was an occurrence almost every day to every other day.
That's why my mom didn't like me as a student.
Yeah, no, her mom didn't like me as a student, but she liked me as a person.
She liked me as a person.
That's right. She loves me. Uh-huh. She does.
My fingers are frozen.
My fingers are froze. So how did Lisa's mom react to you two dating?
Well, before we started dating, we were working together, and we were just talking, and it randomly came up that you went to the same high school. So I asked my mom if she remembered Tony, and her face should have told me that I should have just stopped the friendship right there. Because her exact words were, oh, he was one of my frequent flyers. And that was that.
And then here I am.
But
And
she
then,
does love you.
and then when Lisa finally told me that her mom was the school nurse, and she knew who I was.
Did not call my mom by her first name.
No.
He said it felt so weird. He just kept referring to her as Mrs. Fansler.
But when she told me that, I was like, oh God, that nurse knows everything, like bad thing I've done. There's no way I'm gonna be able to date her daughter. 'Cause I used to do a lot of bad things in school. But didn't we all?
No.
Young kid, no. Lisa was the,
Belt is probably to like college.
yeah, Lisa was what we would call back in the day a goody two-shoe.
Listen, if I did something wrong, my mom would find out before I even had the chance to get to her to give her some lame excuse as to why I did it. That's
Yeah.
the problem when you have a parent that works for the school district.
Yeah, that is kind of a problem. And then here's that entrance to Sun Suite. Well, the truck's here.
But yes, that's the entrance that my dad would have to get permission to go in to go fetch my softballs. Because
Yeah, your
the
property
houses
line.
up here is a street my parents live on. So like we have a backyard, and then there's a fence,
There's a property fence that's pretty much right into Sun
Yeah.
Street.
and then it's like a hill of rocks, and then Sun Suite.
And what was this building
That's
over
part
here?
of
Is that
Desco.
Desco? That wasn't
there's
part
a
of,
bunch of different stuff in there.
but that was part of Deca as well?
There's an East, yeah,
Oh, it says it right there.
part of East Penn.
CDL, oh, it's a CDL facility as well, and a closet factory. Interesting.
I don't know if all that stuff is still there.
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if any of that stuff is new as well, because I never really paid attention to it. But that's pretty much Fleetwood, man. It's factories and boringness and pizza. It's filled with Italian food, bars. There's, in this small community, I'm not gonna lie, this, I'll say 9,000 population in Fleetwood is filled with, I think I counted once 6 bars, all in a walking distance. And there's like 5 different Italian eateries. They're not all still here, but back in the day.
We had Fiore's, Fleetwood Pizza, Craig's. There was some other.
Oh, there was that cheesesteak place that was out of some woman's house.
Yeah.
Like you actually, feel like it started with an M.
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
Like you literally walked in her house and she would make you a cheesesteak and you'd walk out.
I mean, it was like not.
Yeah, it was a legit. Ruthie's, that's it, Ruthie's. Someone commented on here. That's it, Ruthie's. That was pretty good back in the day. Lisa's crying over here. I want hot chocolate. Where is McDonald's? You're not gonna find that here.
Have a McDonald's in town.
No, in town is local businesses.
Yeah.
There's no,
Other than Turkey Hill, everything is local.
everything is a local business, yeah, except for the Turkey Hill. Which is kind of cool what make up this community. It's a community business, for the community, by the community. Although, like I said, it's kind of, at the beginning of this video, it's kind of sad because the governor here is closed down those businesses again because of COVID. Cases here in Pennsylvania are far worse than a lot of people think. So he shut them all down again. And those local businesses suffering again for the second time this year, who I feel then are gonna make them bankrupt. That's why how I read that some of these places are actually being defiant and just staying open anyways, which is the what? Yeah, I'm telling you, I think that was Zach's rental. All right, guys. Whew. Lisa, you want to say goodbye since we're...
Bye.
Bye. Lisa's like, bye. I'm cold. Bye. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming along with this little stroll of where Lisa and I used to hang out, where our old living quarters were before we moved to Florida. To be honest, I don't miss it here. I'm not going to lie. I have my reasons that I've always said. And I just have certain feelings about Pennsylvania, and that's just the way it is. Not all areas, not the whole entire state, this area in general. So tomorrow, like I said, we will be back on the plane, going back into my own house, my own warm bed, Florida. I'm so excited. That's it, guys. We will see you next time. And it will be in Florida because I'm so excited to go back home. Warm weather. My own bed. My own house. Nothing beats your own bed. I swear to God, nothing beats that. I don't care where you go, where you've been, you're on vacation. Nothing is as good as sleeping back in your own bed. You know what I mean? All right, guys, we will see you next time. Vlog. Finito.